Hi everyone. I'm this morning or today I'm going to share with you on the talk of is testers still relevant in 2021? So without further ado, let me bring you to the next slide, which is the outline of the talk. So first of all, I'll introduce myself and to give you some context. And then secondly, I will elaborate on what sort of challenges faced by testers these days, especially in this year, 2020. And thirdly, I will elaborate what or how testers remain in relevant in 2021. And finally, what testers mean in 2021. So let us go straight to the introduction. So I'm director of QA and freelancer working in the testing space over 15 years. And freelancer is the world's largest freelancing and crowdsourcing marketplace by the number of users and projects. And in my current role, I overlook quality strategies across the organization, including coming up with the strategies and rolling out across the company. And I also have a team of quality engineers, 26 of them, and managing them as well as working with multiple stakeholders across the different agile tribes in different parts of the world. So let us move on to the next one where we will elaborate what sort of challenges faced by testers. First of all, as you know, this year, COVID-19 pandemic has affected a lot of people, and this doesn't actually stops even for testers as well, where a lot of my peers as well as my network actually testers are losing job, both manual and automation engineer. And secondly, testers couldn't keep up with the technology changes where regardless of which domain that they are. And then finally, the third challenges faced by testers, testers always treated as second-class citizens, and it means that testers always being treated as a secondary importance compared to product developments as well as product manager. So those are the three challenges that faced by testers, especially this year, that I actually picked up, and I'd like to share with everyone here. And how testers can remain relevant in 2021. First of all, testers should be proactive in communication within and beyond the team, like stakeholders, like engineering managers and product managers, and even beyond the agile tribe team. And this means that even as we are actually living in such a virtual world, interesting time nowadays, yeah, we can communicate in using different tools there, where we can actually participate in the video calls and chatting, and also involved in activities, so that we, within the team, so that we can communicate clearly within the team as well as outside the team. And then secondly, testers can remain relevant in 2021 is by learning new things each day through various resources out there. It can be a new skill set or new coding language or a new domain or a certification, and yeah, and also like a new approaches of testing approaches. This all can be tapped on through community blogs that, for example, Vinaya has even brought prepared as well. And there's a lot of other platforms there, for example, the Ministry of Testing, as well as there are test days and so on and so forth. With these talks and conferences out there, you can actually tap on learning new things. And thirdly, how testers can remain relevant in 2021 is through hands-on, obviously, in writing tests and actively involved in a team in code review. And having said that, that means that testers would have to learn the same code base, so that they can basically can do white box testing rather than just have a black box testing where the product is there ready to test without seeing what's occurring in the code itself. And finally, how testers can remain relevant in 2021 is true by always question the requirements, the code, and how to test the products, because that's where the value that testers bring in to the team, where they question why these requirements work that way and why this acceptance criteria is that, but rather than working the other way of the acceptance criteria for the particular feature of the product. So that is the four things that testers could remain relevant in 2021. And this brings us to the next one, where what testers mean ideally in 2021. So I pick up three things here that I will share with everyone here. First of all, as testers in 2021, you can even collaborate even more than before with the team in day-to-day testing tasks. This means that as we are living in such an interesting time where we are all virtually and we are not in working in person, so how could we collaborate even more? We can tap on the different tools out there where the collaboration through tools out there, for example, like if you're using Google G Suite, then you can collaborate with a different sort of the the tools out there that you can basically mind map using Google Documents and whatnot, so that you can collaborate with them, or even you can use like the one in my company, in my current role, what I'm using is Whimsical. There's a lot of open source tools out there that we can facilitate the collaboration with the team, rather than just like, okay, just ping me or message me when it's ready for testing. That's a wrong mindset. Rather, we want to collaborate even more than before, so that we can actually work together. And secondly, what testers mean 2021, it means that you bring values to the team through testability and in inclusivity in finding out what's our products actually working, and things like customer as well. And if you question to the team, how do we test this? What are the things that can we observe through the product itself? Can we observe some of the values being output, or can we actually observe some of the behavior changes through this feature? And then obviously second part of the testability is the controllability. Can we control this particular feature through stubs or drivers? It helps us to bring a value to the team to see how can we test this. Can we test this automatically, or can we test this manually? So that brings that different perspective to the team, so that we can basically understand how can we actually test them in the right mindset. And finally, what does this mean 2021 is by wearing the quality coach mindset. This means quality coach mindset means that we are wearing a cap as a coach itself, where you are the coach, that you are the expert, the ambassador of quality, that you're coaching the team. This includes developers, product managers, on what are the quality things of the products, what are things that we can focus on, and what are the test techniques that we can use, like boundary value analysis, or the equivalent partitioning, and all various sort of quality aspects. And more importantly, as wearing a quality coach, you are actually thinking like a coach itself, where you are empowering the team to test, rather than just like you are the one that actually doing the quality itself within the team. So with this, actually, some people might ask that, oh, okay, does it mean that I will lose my job if I actually impart all the quality or the testing knowledge to the team? No, the answer straight is no, because at the end of the day, quality coach is the one that you are the one that has the ambassador of quality. You are driving the quality initiatives, and you are the subject matter expert of quality. So basically, you are wearing that mindset, and you are empowering the team to basically thinking like as a quality perspective, as we are building a quality focused product. So with this, I'd like to also end this with this famous quote of quality is everyone's responsibility. It shouldn't come from just like quality is just a tester's job. Testers is the gatekeeper for quality. That's a wrong mindset. So I hope that there's no company organization thinking that way, because quality is essentially everyone's responsibility, from the time that the product ideation, building requirements, all the way to product release of that particular feature. So with this in mind, I hope everyone is able to understand and able to take away some of the key nuggets of how testers can remain relevant in 2021, and what it means in as a testers in 2021, as we going to excitingly move to 2021. So with this, I'd like to wish you everyone a happy new year in advance, 2021. May the next 2021 year be the best year yet to come. And yeah, I hope everyone find this talk useful. Thank you.